keep it real. Like, when I first used to go to the studio, the fucking booth used to look like a fucking casket, bro. It used to look like where motherfuckers going in to die.
Damn, what made you feel that way?
Cause I seen a lot of motherfuckers go in there and die. See a lot of motherfuckers go in there and die, yo. You can ask my people who's like, you know, I got friends that they do music, producers, you know, and I've been around this shit for a minute. What makes a hit, bro, is just motherfuckers just want to hear it again, and learning the words kind of quick. You know, I like a little versatility. You know what I mean? I like, cause we spoke about it like this. The end sound is the end sound. You know what I mean? There's nothing we can do about it. You can't change that shit unless you're gonna make a new end sound. You know, but going back to Future has that sound. You know what I mean? Even though I don't half the time I don't know what the fuck he's saying. and if I play a track, let's say if I did pull up a track, if I pull up a track, let's say on Apple or some shit like that, I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. I'm gonna read the lyrics as they sing. Going, yeah, right. As the song is playing, I'm gonna go along with the lyrics or whatever. Cause I really want to know what people saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on that shit. Like, just, you know what I mean? You got to be saying something. Cause I'm actually going through the fucking words. You know what I'm saying? I'm catching everything. You know what I mean? You might catch a couple Easter eggs later and shit like that, but I'm catching everything. And then plus, I'm not trying to be influenced.
Kanye West.
I love Kanye. I love him. But he's fucking nuts. In a good way, though. You feel me?
In a good way, though.
In a good way. You feel me? I love that nigga, but he's nuts, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
why?
He fucking, I'm gonna keep it real. His first album helped me a lot. You know what I mean? Helped me get through, you know, little shit you going through in your life. That's what music does. You know, it helps you through shit. You know what I mean? You be like, damn, I'm having a bad day. You throwing this fucking song and it's like, put that shit on repeat and it's like, fuck having my bad. It's just like, fuck my bad day. You know what I mean? I'm the type of like, yo, I'm gonna separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean? So fuck what a motherfucker's doing in his personal life and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, right, let's get to this music shit.
Since you said that, well, R. Kelly.
Love him. What? Half of the day,
I feel like he was ready for that too.
I do. Listen, go there. We go there. You feel me? Fuck that.
One of your children's autistic.
Yeah.
How's that been for you and your family? I know you were telling me he's.
I don't like him.
What do you?
I don't like him. I love him, but I don't like him.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Autistic kids, you love the shit out of them because they're your kids. You're gonna love your kids, right? But it's like having a baby, right? You know, babies, they could damn near do no harm. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you change them, you feed them, you know, you do all the shit that you're supposed to do with a baby. But now this baby is a little big. And he could actually do damage. Yeah, he could actually do damage.
Boom. So yeah. So yeah, we got RAYM in the crib. What's going on, my guy? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, especially after today's session.
It was the
first session,
right?
Like,
first two sessions. Very good vibe, bro. I feel like working with you is easy because we just cracking jokes and we just having a good time, and it's nothing like, oh, but nah, let's not do that. I feel like we both were talking to each other well with it. That's why it flowed so easily.
That's a fact. It's just like we gelling good, you know what I mean? And nothing is permanent. You know what I mean? Everything is flowing. It's fluidity. You know what I mean? Like, I come with a beat and fucking a hook and a verse, and then you like, yo, change it up, do a little bit of this, do a little that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And
it flowed.
I could fuck with it. You know why? Because I work with engineers, but I don't work with a lot of producers. You know what I'm saying? But you taking more of the producer route. You engineering, but you're taking more of a producer route. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not engineering, but I guess that would be more so producing, right? Because I'm helping you through the process of recording. But yeah, I got my homie. Shout out Merciless.
Do you like the color purple? Do you like the color purple? Do you like...
Oh, hey, how you guys doing? Didn't see you there. My name's Merciless. I'm a music producer, DJ, and sound engineer, representing the Boogie Down Bronx. I work with a wide variety of sounds, including rap, R&B, even heavy metal. So if you have a sound, you have an idea, or something you want to bring to life, I'm your guy. If you need a DJ, I am that. If you need a producer, I do that. If you need an engineer, I do that as well. And for the artists that want to be artists, you don't want to worry about your producer, all in the videos, all on the records, dancing. Come tap in with Merciless. And remember, the future is purple.
Do you like the color purple? Do you like the color purple? Do you like the color purple?
Merciless is my guy. That's my producer. That's my engineer, music engineer. He also produces. He's really good at just sounds in general. And binaural beats. Have you ever heard of binaural beats?
You're gonna introduce me to
Yo,
him.
nah, Merciless is the guy, bro. I'm definitely gonna introduce you to him. But yo, talk to me a little bit more about you, bro. How long have you been making music for?
Shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll probably be making music about maybe we in 2026.
2026. That's it. Yeah.
Maybe about since like 2018, 2019. I'm trying to think. Maybe 2017, if I'm correct. Like, you know, just fucking around, writing the beats and shit like that, and you know, and just being halfway decent at it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, let's go to the studio.
Right.
I wrote to this beat. Let's go to the studio. Go to the studio, record something. You know what I mean? And it's like, it doesn't sound like, even like my first time ever recording, it didn't sound like it was like my first time recording, because people would ask me like that's your first time recorded? Like,
Oh, they didn't believe it.
They didn't believe it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. It's just, it's like a hobby, but it's a hobby I take serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people, you know, just fuck around. You know, they go to the studio, they just blow money and shit like that, and you know, they in there doing whatever the fuck they doing. They having fun. You know, you can do that at the studio, because the studio is fun to me. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it real. Like, when I first used to go to the studio, the fucking booth used to look like a fucking casket, bro. It used to look like where motherfuckers go in there to die.
Damn, what made you feel that way?
Cause I seen a lot of motherfuckers go in there and die. See a lot of motherfuckers go in there and die, yo. You can ask my people, who's like, you know, I got friends that they do music, producers, you know, and I've been around this shit for a minute. You know what I mean? I used to go to the studio and never record it. Used to go to the studio, be there for hours. You know what I'm saying? Days sometimes with my friends, and they recording and shit like that. And trust me, I've been in rooms with artists that I don't know and shit like that, and like, and we sitting there in the room and they're in the booth dying, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're dying. They're like, I done been kicked out the room and all that. Like, yo, can you tell your peoples to leave the room? You know what I'm saying? Because they in the booth dying, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the sound's bad. Right. You know what I mean? They choking. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I used to look at the booth like, damn, that shit is dark, bro.
A little bit intimidated.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Funny part is...
When did that change, though? But, sorry, what were we going to say? Funny part is what?
I'm going to tell you where it changed, right? It changed when, from Coney Island, right? And me and my moms, you know, all of us, we moved out of Coney Island. We wasn't there no more. And then my mans be like, yo, I got a studio on Coney Island. Like, all right, where, who, you know? And we would go to the studio. Before that, I found out the studio was actually in my old apartment.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it was in my old apartment. The booth was in my mother's room. And I just went in there and got comfortable. I was in there like really, really comfortable. I've lived in that apartment for fucking 10 plus years, you know what I mean? So when I go into this apartment, it's like me being in my old spot, and this is the fucking studio. And when I got into the studio, that's when I really started to like really shine, or whatever the case may be. You know, I got my temperaments and shit like that. You know, not even if I'm going to record, I'm not always in the mood to record. You know what I mean? Because you know what, when you record music, you gotta schedule that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta, everything leading up to it, I feel is a process. I know other people don't feel like that, or whatever the case may be. But like I said,
it is a process, for sure.
Like I said, the booth looks like a fucking casket. So I gotta prepare myself to get there. And then with that studio in particular, I didn't have to do that. Right. You know what I mean?
Just feel like home.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was home, literally in my mom's room. You know what I mean? Like, and the booth was there, and I used to go to that studio and you know, do great work and shit like that. And I realized I'm better at this time. I'm actually better in the morning. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they go to the studio at night and shit. You know, night sessions and shit. But
I feel like the daytime versus the nighttime creating music brings out different spirits in you or that are around you. You know what I mean?
With me, it's business. It's work hours, like a 9 to 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to the studio to get business done.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When I go to the studio at night, I'm keeping it real. I done wasted money on big studios. Quad, you know.
So you went to Quad Studio in Times Square?
Quad, Premiere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I done been there a bunch of times. And
Yeah.
I done wasted money and wasted my time a bunch of times.
Right.
Because went there tired or went there fucking smoked out or,
Right.
you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. You know, ate some bullshit, you know what I mean? Some shit that don't agree with
Your stomach.
not even my stomach, just don't agree with my voice. I'm trying to use my voice
Okay.
in different tones or different octaves and shit like that.
That's interesting. What food doesn't agree with your voice?
See, the thing is, we spoke about it like after COVID, after I got my vaccine, I
Yeah.
became allergic to a lot of shit that
Right.
I used to eat freely.
Right, you were saying shrimp, right? No, salmon.
Salmon, you know, tree nuts, shit like that. Shit that I used to eat, you know, regularly or whatever the case may be. Fucking wheat. Wheat is in everything. Literally
practically
everything.
everything.
Pasta, bread,
Right.
fucking any and everything. You could damn near find wheat in it. You know what I mean? It's
Wow.
a binder. You know what I mean? For
Right.
the most part. And this was shit that I learned. I probably learned within this year that I'm allergic to a lot of shit. So
Do you think that the allergies were brought in out by taking the vaccine, or 100%? All right, not even anything else. All right, yeah,
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't. My kids are allergic to a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But they not really like. They're like, oh, it's they're highly allergic to this or highly allergic to that. And like, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they could be around shellfish and oh, they can't eat peanuts. My baby boy loves peanut butter and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't take the shit for face value. Even my allergies, if you look at them, you're highly allergic to this, you're highly allergic to that. And like, bro, I still eat fucking cashews and, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
You had
nuts
salmon
and
that day, I think, right?
That's a fact. I had salmon that day. Salmon that day and shit like that. But that shit, like, for the most part, it's fucking with me recording. You know what I mean? It's not fucking with me day to day and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
That's what you're
recording, I gotta.
Chicken salad.
Chicken salad. Like, shit is what's in my brain and what I actually got to get out and project. I can't do it because my shit is a little gummy. You know what I'm saying? Pause, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever's going on with me at the time or whatever. But I didn't know. I didn't know until like late last year when I took an allergy test. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, so even when I'm cooling, I go get some Chipotle, and I think everything is all good, you know what I'm saying? The wheat, the bread, you know what I'm saying? The wrap is fucking me up, the fucking whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Right. Sour cream, you know, whatever the fuck else, you know. You getting that you don't think nothing of it that you probably been eating all your life.
Right.
And now I can't fuck with it because now I'm allergic to it, even if it's, you know, slightly, but it's fucking with me. It's fucking with me. It's fucking with me for a long time, so.
But now that you know, I guess you're more prepared for like the studio session, you're more prepared on how to handle it, and it could also still change, right? Because I heard something about like allergies changing every like 7 years or something like that. Like,
yeah, well, I remember a time where I wasn't allergic to shit, and then like maybe 25, 26, I wound up being allergic to like certain pets. Just certain pets being around or whatever the case may be. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I was always go around. Yeah, nah, she's great. I always been around pets all my life and shit like that. But like when I go in certain people's homes and they got certain pets and they, you know, this fucking dog is furry as shit. I like itchy throat, you know, sneezing, bullshit. Right. You know what I mean? Shit, you like, I wasn't like this. You know what I mean? And you just develop it, you know, over as time. As you age. So I wish I actually would have gotten a fucking booth and started writing and doing shit beforehand. You know what I'm saying? As a younger person or whatever the case may be, because yeah, I'm kind of late with it. You know what I mean? Kind of late, but like I said, it's a hobby I take serious.
Yeah, and it's a process, right? Like whether you look at it as a process or not, like everything takes time to get better at, right? Develop. When do you think what do you think was the first song that hit to multiple people of yours?
I'm gonna keep it real. Before the first song I recorded, it was a cool track or whatever the case may be. But it sounded good. You know what I mean? It's, you know, you like. It's like anything, right? You first started, and you like, It's like fucking let's say making pancakes or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your first time you make pancakes, you might have fucked a couple of pancakes up, but they taste good. You know, they not gooey. You know what I mean? You heading in the right direction.
You're gonna eat it and it's still gonna be
good.
good.
You heading in the right direction, and I always felt like I was heading in the right direction, or whatever the case may be. And then I feel like, yo, my pen is good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got a good pen or whatever the case may be. So, shit, why not keep on doing it? And I enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, the question was more so like, what was the first track that gravitated to a lot of other people?
First track. I got a couple tracks.
But the first track that other people were like, oh, this is a vibe.
See, the thing is that my first couple of tracks, I didn't really share them like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like my first, I knew, but only people that were close to me knew. Like, yo, I'm halfway decent at what the fuck I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm gonna keep it real. I guess everybody goes through the process where you're like, yo, let me see how they feel about it. When I say they, I mean strangers.
Yeah.
You know, you go online, you might go on fucking Facebook music page, you got a review. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending my shits to like reviews and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and then let me see. I sent the track to like to No Jumper. No Jumper is $100. You know what I'm saying? To fucking play your track and shit like that. I'm like, it's COVID. I'm sitting at home like sitting there watching. I'm talking shit in the chat. You know, and I'm like, I'm paying these motherfuckers $100, bro. To listen to my fucking music. Like, that shit is like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Because, you know, because I don't feel like.
But did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did.
How was the response?
It was great. It was great. Like,
walk me through that. Like, what happened?
I was talking shit like, put me in, coach. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't talking about no money shit. You know what I mean? Just talking shit. You know, giving good feedback on other people's tracks and shit like that. You know, because everybody works hard at their art. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel you should be dishonest, but I feel critiques, you know, of certain people, everybody's art should be padded in some way. You know what I mean? Like, you can find some positivity. You know what I mean? But if it's shit that gotta be said, you gotta say it.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, I wound up saying, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna just send these motherfuckers $100 to send a track in. And I sent them a track, and it's not a long track. It's a short track. It's kind of serious. You know, I'm talking about my kids and that shit, or whatever the case may be. And for the most part, I'm just reading what's being said by, you know, the people watching the actual, what's the name? And it's, you know, a lot of positivity, a lot of good, you know, a lot of people like, yo, I like that shit. You know, I heard somebody, oh, that's best track they played tonight, or whatever the case may be. Mind you, you know, when No Jumper was at their peak, they played a bunch of tracks and shit like that. And then, you know, the motherfuckers that sitting there reviewing the track, fucking Adam and whoever else, you know what I mean? They like, you know, it's not a bad track, you know what I mean? They not saying it's like, it's not a hit. You know what I mean? You know what a hit is when you hear a fucking hit, you know what I mean?
Automatically.
Yeah, automatically, but it's not a bad track, you know what I'm saying? It's a good fucking album cut, you know, if anything or whatever.
Right.
So, and like I said, I'm reading the reviews, I'm reading the regular people, you know, just talking throughout the chat, and they like, yo, they like that shit, bro.
What makes a hit to you?
Man, I think I got a few of those, but they just got to get completed. But what makes a hit, bro, is just fucking, just motherfuckers just want to hear it again, and learning the words kind of quick. That's how I feel. That's what I feel a hit is. A hit is, you heard that shit 3 times and you already start like repeating that shit.
You heard it 3 times because the radio keeps spinning it, but is it a hit? You feel me?
That's the thing. No, when I say,
I get what you're saying.
No, you're saying you heard it 3 times, but you're repeating it. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
or like someone else is repeating it.
Yeah, like, fuck what I'm saying.
Right.
Fuck what I'm saying. Somebody else is hearing it, and by the 3rd time they hear it, they're fucking kind of singing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't know what shit word for word, they're singing some of the words. They, you know what I'm saying? They get into the cadence and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I feel a hit is. You know what I mean? A hit is just something like that. It makes you want to sing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It makes you want to repeat what the fuck is being said, even if you can't relate to it. You know what I mean? It just sounds.
You can't help.
It's appealing. Yeah, it's appealing or whatever. Like you said about the radio. The radio is not to make hits. You know what I mean? That's what they say. Oh, we don't. They say they don't make hits. Like, you know what I mean? They can't. You as an average artist can't send them a song and they make a hit. They claim, oh, it's a hit when it got here. You know what I mean? We just going with the program or whatever the case may be. That's what the radio says. Who cares about the radio? Who gives a fuck about the radio, bro? The radio is bullshit.
Old time thing anyway.
It could be bought. It could be bought. You know what I mean? And it is bought. Most of the time, the shit is bought. Shit is purchased or whatever the case may be. But, you know, some of the songs is some good fucking music. You know what I mean?
What is some good music right now to you? Who's like your favorite artist right now?
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't listen to too much other music. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I listen to me because I'm trying to figure out how to get me better.
Right, I understand. But there has to be someone that piques your interest or grabs your ear the same way that you're explaining right now. That you heard it the third time and you singing the words to it. You know what I mean? You're just like, I
say that pertaining to music, pertaining to the radio, because you know I'm in a car all day. You know what we do.
Yeah.
I'm in a car all day listening to fucking the radio all day, like and keep it real. I can't really just say like, oh, I heard this shit on the radio 5 times and now I go home and I listen to it. Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen. Not with me.
You don't have any opinion on certain artists right now? Like, so for instance, like Drake's new album, have you heard it?
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
I like it. I give it like a 3.8 or some shit like that.
A 3.8 out of 10?
Yeah. No, out of 5.
Oh, out of 5. Okay.
Out of 5.
All right. How do you feel about Future?
I like Future. He's good at what he does. Mm. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to keep it real. I'm a guy that listens to lyrics. I listen to
Benny the Butcher?
bars. Butch, I like Butch. The only thing I don't like about Butch is that he kind of has a lane that he stays in.
Okay.
When I say a lane that he stays in, I'm talking about
No, I get it. Yeah, he
topical.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he stays on a particular topic, you know, and it works. It works for him.
Right.
You know? So but I like a little versatility. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I like, cause we spoke about it like this. The end sound is the end sound. You know what I mean? There's nothing we can do about it. You can't change that shit unless you're gonna make a new end sound. Mm-hmm. You know, but going back to Future has that sound. You know what I mean? Even though I don't half the time I don't know what the fuck he's saying, and if I play a track, let's say if I did pull up a track. If I pull up a track, let's say on Apple or some shit like that, I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. I'm gonna read the lyrics as they sing. Going, yeah, right. As the song is playing, I'm gonna go along with the lyrics or whatever. Cause I really want to know what people saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on that shit. Like just, you know what I mean? You got to be saying something. Right. You got to be saying something. The way I judge music is like, I'd be like, from an artist standpoint, like, damn, would I be able to say that? Like could I be creative enough to think of that? Mm-hmm. That's what makes an artist good and unique. Mm. You know what I mean? The fact that oh shit, you know what I mean? That's a different way of, cause people are saying the same shit.
Usually.
Yeah, usually go song for song. You like people are saying the same shit, but if you say it in a different way, it piques my interest. Interesting. You know what I mean?
That's why you fucked with the song that I showed you of mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mystery Woman.
Yeah, like yo, listen, you ain't too much shit to talk about. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's music shit. You know what I mean? You can talk about women, you can talk about going to the club, you can talk about drugs, you can talk about, it's a lot of shit. But it's not really a lot of shit. And it's a lot of artists, and it's a lot of music that comes out every day. And it's a lot of new artists that come around every day. Mm-hmm. And
how you feel about Kendrick Lamar?
He's cool. He's cool. He had a big fucking year. You know what I mean? He had a big year. Took it all the way to the top. Mm-hmm. Took it all the way to the top. And what I like about him is he put a lot of motherfuckers on. You know what I mean? From his town.
Yeah.
As of recent, you know what I mean? Like, you know, his last project or whatever the case may be. It was a lot of I guess you call it like local talent. I don't want to say that too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of local talent, you know, and that's good. You
talking about GNX?
Yeah.
Okay.
He put a lot of people in, in position because that was it was a big release. He had a really, really big year, doing what he did. And then you got a lot of local artists on a big ass album like that. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking, he's doing hip hop justice. You know what I mean? With shit like that. Like you can't be mad at that shit at all. Even if you do or you don't like it or whatever the case may be. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How about Freddie Gibbs?
I like Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
I like Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs is good.
Because he's another one that can say shit differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what like I said. That's what I like. I like a motherfucker that could make you think about shit. It ain't always got to be a fucking double or triple entendre.
Right.
You know
Action Bronson.
Action Bronson. He got his ways to him.
Yeah, right. He has his own name.
Yeah, he got his ways to him. That
NBA YoungBoy.
he got his own lane too.
Right.
This motherfucker's hollering. You know what I mean? I like it though. I like it though. You know what I mean? I like it though. But like I said, I don't listen to nobody but my own music.
Right.
So if I do hear any of these artists, unless I'm gonna keep it real, unless they dropping a fucking album and somebody else is like, yo, bro, you should hear their album. I may listen to their album once, twice, like 5 times max, or whatever the case may be. Because I'm actually going through the fucking words, you know what I'm saying? I'm catching everything, you know what I mean? You might catch a couple Easter eggs later and shit like that, but I'm catching everything. And then plus I'm not trying to be influenced.
Right.
I'm not trying to be influenced to actually, to fuck up and go in somebody else's lane and shit. I'm just trying to separate myself at all times.
Having your own. Last artist I'm going to ask you about, because I just want to get your opinion. Kanye West.
I love Kanye. I love him. But he's fucking nuts. In a good way, though. You feel me?
In a good way, though.
In a good way. You feel me? I love that nigga, but he's nuts, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
why?
He fucking, I'm gonna keep it real. His first album helped me. It helped me a lot. You know what I mean? It helped me get through, little shit you going through in your life. That's what music does. It helps you through shit. You know what I mean? You be like, damn, I'm having a bad day. You throwing this fucking song and it's like, put that shit on repeat and it's like, fuck having my bad, it's just like, fuck my bad day. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit like that. But, I don't know, bro. That nigga just went off the deep end. He went off the deep end, but I get it. Because geniuses are not normal. You know what I'm saying? Geniuses are not normal. And then I'm the type of like, yo, I'm going to separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean? So fuck what a motherfucker's doing in his personal life and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, right, let's get to this music shit.
Since you said that, well, R. Kelly.
Love him. What? Half of the day?
I feel like he was ready for that too.
I do. Listen, you go there. We go there. You feel me? Fuck that. R. Kelly's that guy. You feel me? Like, fuck that. He's that guy. That's all I'm gonna say about.
That's all you gonna leave it right there.
Cause that nigga was wilding, but you know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers is they geniuses, bro. Yeah. And they got so much on this side that they gotta have some bullshit on this side. You know what I mean? Everything can't just be clean cut. Right. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers
is geniuses. There's the yang, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's what they say, positive and negative
always attract.
Yeah, positive and negative always attract. Like you got this big ass positive, but all this negative shit that goes along with it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it real. Like everybody ain't motherfucking. Everybody ain't no fucking saint. You know what I mean? It's just that
people can pretend to be.
They can pretend to be, but these motherfuckers, these geniuses, their life is so exposed that they can't hide the bullshit that they do. Yeah, they could try. Right. They could spend a lot of money to do it. Right. But eventually it's going to come out. It's going to come out in the open and, people
everything comes to the light.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, yeah. R. Kelly, thumbs up. Thumbs up. That's my guy right there.
That's some funny shit. What's the song you're most proud about and why?
My own song?
Yeah.
It didn't come out yet. It didn't come out yet. I got a song in mind, and if I finish this shit like I need to, it's definitely one of them ones.
Right.
Cause I'm rapping my ass off. I wrote the shit out of that hook.
Yeah.
I got the fucking performance down pat. I just gotta fucking put the fucking from my mind to the you know what I'm saying, to the paper,
Right.
as you want to say, yeah.
It's a track.
Yeah, it didn't come around yet. I got a lot of tracks I'm proud of, or whatever the case may be. But you got 100, you probably got fucking 10 that you like, yo, if I can get this shit done the right way,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Or if I just had an opportunity to get in the studio with this producer or that, however you want to call it, you know what I mean? If you could just, because hits are not made in the night, bro.
They're not, but also I have a question, because I feel like sometimes with hits, right? For example, you hear it on the radio, you hear it somewhere spinning, right? I feel like they're louder than regular songs.
Hits.
What I mean, yeah, and what I mean by louder, I feel like there's something sonically happening that makes it sound way more
pop.
Yeah. And not necessarily pop music, right? Not necessarily pop music, but like the sound itself.
Give me an example.
Sonically,
Give me a song. Give me a song. I hit. Give me an example. I give you one. Like Kalani Folded.
Folded. It's a great song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
If you see the fucking work that she had to put in to make that shit great.
Did. Yeah, no.
So you seen it.
Yeah.
So that shit is like Michael Jackson-esque. Michael Jackson-esque. You know what I mean? Where fucking just vocals on top of vocals and just time and work and effort. Like, that shit, it takes a lot, bro. It takes a team. Ain't no artist going in there by themselves unless it's some motherfucking, cause I got high. Cause I got high. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no artist. Exactly.
It's such a good song, though.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's such a good
but
song.
I can see a motherfucker in the studio with just him and the engineer. He's like, yo, are we just gonna do this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to like a fucking Kalani Folded where you like, you know, she put in the time, the effort, and the fucking team around her.
Right.
They built that song.
Yeah.
They built that shit
For
to be
sure.
a fucking hit. Or whatever case maybe. Even when motherfuckers was looking at that shit, you know, whoever, podcasters or whatever, the way they was talking about it, like, yo, you could break that shit down into sections. And then, you know, we live in a different world, in a different environment where shit like TikTok is shooting music off or whatever the case may be.
Tremendously.
Where people are like, where I'm not even on TikTok, right? But my wife, right, she like, oh, she'll tell me about a song on TikTok and it should be funny as hell because she won't even like the song. She'll just like that 10-second segment or the 15-second segment of the song. I think it's cheating. You know what I mean? But I don't own this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't really judge shit. You know what I mean? Like, I could just look at it and be like, damn.
It worked.
I'm pretty sure I got a song with a 15-second part that's hot. You know what I mean? Like, how about I try? Nah, I'm going to just keep on doing what I do. I can't converge. I can't do what they do. You know what I mean? And it's for a younger crowd. You know, I get it. It's for a younger crowd or whatever.
That's what works for the time. That's interesting. How long you been married for?
5 years, 6 years. 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
What's the most difficult part of marriage?
Shit. Man. I don't know. You know why? Because I was with my wife a long time before we got married.
Oh, that's what's up.
So it was like, we together. I keep it real, bro. If you with somebody 1, 2, 3, maybe even 5 years, don't marry them because you're not gonna see all the bullshit. You got to see all the bullshit. You got to go through the ups, the downs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all gonna go through, y'all got to go through that shit and make sure that y'all still want to be together after y'all go through that bullshit. You know what I mean? That's why people that get married kind of quick, you know, should be bullshit. Marriage,
and then it dies out.
It dies out. You're tired of this person. You get tired of people. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens, you know. So we were together for a long time before we even got married, and we like, you know, we just want to be with each other. That's it. You know what I mean? And that's it.
And you have how many kids?
3.
3. You were telling me before one of your children is autistic.
Yeah.
How's that been for you and your family? I know you were telling me he's.
I don't like him.
What do you?
I don't like him. I love him, but I don't like him.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Autistic kids, you love the shit out of them because they're your kids. You're gonna love your kids, right? But it's like having a baby. right? You know, babies, they could damn near do no harm. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you change them, you feed them, you know, you do all the shit that you're supposed to do with a baby. But now this baby is a little big. And he could actually do damage. Yeah, he could actually do damage. You know what I mean? So, like, and I'm keep it real, like, I was kind of upset, like, a little, because I'm like, I'm missing moments. When I say I'm missing moments, like damn, my son, he ain't talking. He not saying dad, daddy. You know what I'm saying? But I got 2 older kids that they gave me all those moments.
Right.
So I was a little upset, but I wasn't, because I didn't, it's not like I didn't get to
you
have
didn't miss those experiences.
I do miss them.
No, but you didn't miss them in terms of, like, it's not like it didn't happen to you.
Exactly. So that's just what that's about. Having an autistic kid. And I'm going to keep it real.
You was telling me before, too, I feel like you should throw it in there in terms of, like, figuring shit out, and then he finds how...
Yeah.
If you could explain more about
crook, that. Bro. He's a straight crook, bro. Like, I'm going to keep it real. It's like having your house is like a bank or some shit like that, and he's just constantly trying to get into the vault. You know what I mean? That's just how I could describe it or whatever. Like, he's always just watching. Like, no matter what, you like, he's watching. So you see something he's fucking with, it's over here, and you're like, let me put this shit away. And you wind up putting it somewhere, but he's watching you put that shit away. You know what I mean? And when you turn your back, you look away, he's gonna get to it. Or whatever the case may be. It's like, but that's just my kid. I don't know if that's a one-off, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, my wife probably talks to other people about their kids, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my kid is a menace. Like, man, he done broke $600-700 in blinds in my house, bro. Every blind in my house, he done tore them shits up. Got to replace them shits. $700 for every blind in my house,
bro.
Yeah, that shit is stressful, bro.
Yeah, it is stressful.
That's stressful. You're not thinking about, like,
and you can't even get mad, right? Or, like, you get mad, but it's like, what does that do, right?
You know, you can't even, you discipline him. He don't know why you disciplining him.
Right.
So it's like, it doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, and keep it real, like, I'm stern with him sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you know, tell him off. You call it what you want, you know what I mean? And sometimes I get mad and I yell, I'm a little angry and shit like that, or whatever. And I know he can feel that energy and shit like that. So I try not to be like, let me just chill with him. You know what I'm saying? Let me chill on him or whatever the case may be, because what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I'm not going to get rid of him.
That is very complex, right?
Yeah.
How do you handle that? Because you don't know what's inside his mind, right?
Yeah.
And kids are going to be kids, right? So once they find that little, okay, I'm safe, then they'll keep doing the shit, right? Because
that's a fact. I come home all the time, shit rearranged. Shit that he's not supposed to touch. Like, shit in my, you know, everybody got a personal space, whatever. You might got a personal drawer, whatever the case may be. And motherfucker, shit is rearranged. I come home and be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like,
what happened to my favorite cup?
Yeah. You like, this is some bullshit. But, like, you know, you can't get mad, you know, because, like I said, it's like having a baby. A baby that could move around and fuck with shit, you know, so.
And how about your other children?
Oh, they older. Well, our son is in high school. You know, he's about to finish high school. He's 17, and my daughter, she's 10. And she's smart. You know what I'm saying? They both smart or whatever. My son be acting dumb, but you know what I'm saying? My daughter actually acts smart. You know what I mean? My son acts dumb, and he's smart, but it's like,
he's a boy.
Yeah, he's a boy, bro.
Yeah. We be dumb sometimes.
Yeah. Dumb smart.
Dumb smart.
Dumb smart.
Well, from the dumb, let's go to wisdom. I have this book that actually one of the customers gave to me.
Okay.
I think it was actually pretty cool. I'm adding it to the segment of the podcast. I'm letting the guests just flip to any page and just read.
Okay.
Like,
how you know I can read, bro? You gonna put me on the spot?
Come on, bro.
Let's see. The purity of life is the highest and the most authentic art to follow.
Wow. Nah, stay right there. That's actually great. And we're artists. Like, that's actually a really good one. The purity of life is the highest and most authentic art to follow. I feel like that's the basis of this conversation almost, too, right? And the beginning of it.
Purity of life. Let's just dissect that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
let's dissect it. Yo, bro, I'm glad you said that, because the last time I did this with my homie, we dissected it as well. So how do you feel about it?
The purity of life is the highest, the purity of life. I get it. The purity of life
is the highest and most authentic art to follow. So
be yourself.
You have to be yourself, but also purity, right? What does that remind you of? I feel like it reminds you of a child, right? Because kids are pure. So like,
they're not pure, bro.
But even when they're not, they're still genuinely not trying to be. You know what I mean? They're just like who they are being, right?
Yeah.
And that is a sense to be pure. And also art is pure because it's just what it is. It's not being confined into a box of what is pure, right? It's just being, right?
You're not letting nobody, you know, art, cool. You know, as an artist, you're not letting nobody fucking steer you in a certain direction. You know what I mean? People could have input on your art and shit like that. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Ain't nobody ever wrote a line for me in my life. When I say a line, a bar, a word, like every one of my bars is my bars. Every one of my words is my words. And I'm gonna keep it like that. No knock against anybody else, but that's how I want to do my shit. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's all it is. You know what I mean? I understand motherfuckers can help you do this and they can help you do that or whatever the case may be. But me personally, like I wanna write every line. You know what I mean? I wanna. Oh, can you help me out with a line?
Original.
Nah, because it's not gonna be coming from me. I'm not gonna say I don't want to give a motherfucker credit. Right. You know what I mean? Because if you on a track and you doing your thing on the track, you doing something else or whatever case, you was getting on that track, you know what I'm saying? This is the third. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get credited how you supposed to get credited. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when I'm writing my shit, bro, I need to fill in every space. I need to fill in every blank.
Of
you
course.
know what I mean? Because it's my art. I need every fucking every stroke, every brush stroke. I want to do every brush stroke. You know what I mean? Like no substitutes. Exactly. I
got a couple other parts in the podcast that I do traditionally. So I let the guests sign their name on Esperanza the giraffe.
Okay.
You can sign your name wherever you like.
Let me see.
There's also the head there. I'll move out your way if you wanna sign on the head. You can.
Nah, we gonna put it right in the middle somewhere. We gonna put it right in the middle. B. That's it.
All right.
That's it.
And another part of the podcast that I have is I ask the individual, can you give me a question, right, that I could bring out into society? And I go ask that question to somebody.
Where's the Epstein files?
I'm going to ask that.
So, what happened to the Epstein files?
Yo, them shits got buried.
You got buried?
What do you think they shouldn't be. Shit, I don't know. But honestly, I feel like it's got to be somewhere. Wherever Tupac is.
Wherever Tupac is, that's
crazy. Epstein files are.
I appreciate you.
Of course, no problem.
That's good.
Where do you think the Epstein files are? Locked away in Trump's cabinet? Or what?
Listen, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't even care about that shit, bro. That shit doesn't, it doesn't affect me in any way. I was being funny with that shit or whatever the case may be.
Do you want to switch your question or you want to keep that one?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
We'll keep that one.
We keep that.
That's funny as hell, man.
Wow.
Life, there's so many things going on in life right now, right? Around us. But it seems like you don't let any of that really affect you. It's more so what's going on in your circle, right? In your bubble, in your home, in your life, right?
Of course.
That's the only way to be.
You know why? Because, bro, everybody got bigger issues. It may not show on the surface, but everybody got bigger issues. You know what I mean? Shit that you may not see, I may not see. Motherfuckers is going through it. It don't got to be surface shit. You know, everybody got their own. I ain't gonna say demons, because some people got financial issues, some people got health issues, some people got fucking all types of shit going on. Right. You know what I mean? So, what was the question?
Well, that you don't really let the stuff around you really affect you, because everyone has shit going on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't stress shit. You know what I mean? That's why. I ain't gonna say my age, but you deal with what you deal with. We work where we work and shit like that. And motherfuckers ask questions all the time. They never get it right. You know what I mean? They never get it right or whatever the case may be. And I like it like that. You know what I mean? Because I try to keep a smile on my face. Right. You know what I'm saying? got to be stress free for the most part. You know, sometimes stress just is there, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you got other people that depend on you. You know what I mean? In life, throughout. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're like, fuck, like I said with the shades, it's fucking the window shade. You know what I'm saying? $700 window shades.
That's a lot of money.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, for the most part, I try to control my own mood and narrative, you know, throughout the day and shit like that, you know, and everything is day by day. I don't know what's gonna happen next week. You know what I mean? I know the bills got to get paid, just like everybody else. Those are the only things that's fucking
stays consistent.
Yeah, that's definitive. You know what I mean? But I don't know. For the most part, you just gotta have grace. You know what I mean? Have grace for everybody around you, or whatever the case may be. I had to learn that. I had to learn how to be patient. I had to learn how to give grace, or whatever the case may be.
What made you learn those two things?
Man, just life, bro. Just
yeah,
life.
but it has to be I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I'm sure there was specific moments in your life that really taught you that lesson, maybe that you could tap into if you could try to remember.
It's like it's just growing, bro. Just growing. Growing gives you fucking grace. Growing gives you patience. You know what I mean? Like I said, dealing with other people, dealing with fucking people dealing with you, you know, you got to have a lot of consideration for everybody's
way of being.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of consideration for everybody's time, because time is very important to me. You know what I mean? Time is like the only thing you can't go to the store and buy.
Yeah.
You buy anything. You buy water. You know what I'm saying? You can buy another dog, more fishes. You know what I mean?
Right. Not the same dog, not the same fish, though.
Yeah, not the same dog, not the same fish. But, you know, you can't get your time back. You know what I mean? So you got to have consideration for everybody's time. And everybody should have consideration for yours, too. You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody want to be out here bullshitting with their time, bro. Right. You ain't getting that shit back.
And we got straight to it, man. We went from music to podcast right away. Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. We're going to get shit done. You know
exactly.
What I mean? I like that. We got a good workflow. So.
Nah, honestly. Yo, what's something that you would tell your younger self?
Shit, buy Bitcoin.
Yeah? Earlier, right?
Facts, buy Bitcoin.
Because now it's too late?
It's way too late. You feel me? I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
Nah, that's true, man. But yeah, buy Bitcoin. Yo, she loves you forever now, by the way, because you gave her that plastic bottle.
We coolin'.
Be careful, mama.
We coolin'. She a good dog.
Nah, she's a good dog. She really is. She's happy. But yeah. What else brings you happiness in life, man?
What else brings me happiness? Recording music.
Yeah.
This is therapy to me.
It is, right?
It really is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just getting shit off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you see my writing style. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm like, kind of like bringing to the table and shit like that. Absolutely. But to actually just get it from my mind, bro, to the fucking, you know, to recording that shit, bro. It's like. And
you got your equipment now. You're gonna be able to do it on your own. Yeah. And it's gonna be a good flow. You're gonna have.
I tell you,
I feel like you're gonna be on there for hours, bro.
I bought my equipment because I'm moody, bro. I'm real moody. Like,
what do you mean?
Like some days I don't. Some days like I said, when you go to the studio, I gotta prep myself to get in the mood to go to the studio. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm at home and I want to fucking record at home. I'm like, damn, my voice sounds great. You know what I mean? I just want to fucking record, but I can't. Moment. Yeah, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got no studio time set up or whatever the case may be, and just I don't know. Like, that's why I need to get my shit up and running. You know what I mean? I need to build a booth or something in my house because my son, he don't tear shit up. If I leave shit around, he gonna tear shit up or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Maybe.
And then my daughter, she likes to sing too. So eventually, I want to fucking record her. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Have her sing and shit like that.
And then if you're already in the process, you could do what I did. For
exactly.
You, but for her,
exactly.
That shit.
Exactly. I tell her all the time, you wanna go to the studio? She's like, no.
Nah.
But yo, she'd sing her little fucking heart out, you know what I'm saying? Throughout my house and shit like that. But you know, nah, she don't wanna go record, you know?
What do you use? What DAW you use? Or are you gonna use?
I don't know, the DAW that come with fucking, what's the name, is Luna or something like that, you know?
Okay.
So
you can always get Logic, bro. Logic is great.
Okay.
Yeah. Pro Tools is the best, apparently, but I have people like my homie Merciless, like he makes a lot of his beats with he makes all his beats with FL.
Yeah.
You know, like people be using
Everybody,
FL.
you know.
Yeah, they
the
find their
process
way.
for everybody is different. So.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Nah.
That is true. Is there anywhere in the world that you haven't gone to but still would like to go to?
Where would I want to go? Where would I want to go? I don't know. I'm like destinations. Like I travel now, but where would I like to go? A place I would really like to go to. Probably somewhere in Europe, where you know what I mean, just to experience it, like Amsterdam or some shit. I don't
Amsterdam?
know. Yeah.
Red Light District?
I don't know.
Yeah, he said, no, scratch that, edit that out.
Amsterdam seems like a cool spot to go visit and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice vibe. I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twice.
Nice.
Yeah. I got hit by a bus when I was younger.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and that gave me money, so I used it to travel.
Shit, as you should, bro.
I was like 18, and I was like, I want to fucking see shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like my friends, they travel a lot, so yeah. But I'm gonna hit a couple spots this year. I got a couple vacations planned and shit like that. So
nah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I know you don't have too much time, and it is getting late. I gotta walk this girl right here.
Okay.
But before we go, a couple more things. What's something that you can leave off to the people that are watching right now to help them keep going in their own life?
Oh, shit, man, just work hard. Work hard. I'm not talking about at work hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about work hard and whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? If you want to train dogs, work really hard at it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play blackjack at the casino and win money, like work really hard at it. You know, whatever the fuck you want to do, just work hard at it. Like it's no easy button. It's, you know, girls got the easy buttons and shit like that. There's no real easy button, bro. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna fucking go buy a lottery ticket and hit the lotto and shit like that. Be straight for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just work hard at
I
whatever
mean, even
you
if
wanna
you do, still life is gonna be difficult.
Hell yeah. They call it the curse of the lottery, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't hear about that one. Tell
It's
me
a
about
curse. It's a curse. It's a curse where, you know, people get a whole bunch of money fucking handed to them and they lose their mind. They don't know, you know.
They don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, they broke in 2-3 years and shit. Blew hundreds and hundreds of millions. Like, you gotta think about it. These motherfuckers probably not even making 6 figures a year, and all of a sudden they gotta blow 40 million. Yeah, they gotta blow 40, 50 million a year. Like, the shit don't make any sense, you know. But it's a curse. You gotta work hard at any and everything, bro. Yeah.
To build up.
And motherfuckers is not that lucky, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of lucky motherfuckers out here, but we live in New York City.
Yeah, even if you're lucky, it's like how lucky are you? How lucky will you be for? Like, you know, how long would that stretch for?
Exactly.
Excuse me. No, that's crazy. It's true. Also, like, tell me a story or something that tested your will.
Something that tested my will. Man, my will is tested every day, bro. At work, bro. Tested every day. I'm gonna keep it real, man. My son, bro.
Yeah.
My son tested me, bro. Tested me, but you know.
And you said he was 6, right?
Yeah, he's 6. He's 6.
Rather.
Yeah, he's I'm gonna keep it real. If my last son was my first son, he would be my only son. He'd be my only kid. He'd be my only kid.
For real.
Real shit.
Damn, so that is interesting then. Because he's not.
Yeah, he's my third kid.
Right.
So if he was my first kid,
right.
it would be no more kids.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
I feel like God.
I believe in higher being. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, sure. But when I say God, that's what I mean
yeah.
too. Like, I don't necessarily believe in the context of religion.
Yeah.
I feel like religion. This is my personal opinion. I feel like it is like a children's story for adults.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not to be taken so literal. But
some people take it literal.
Some people take it literal.
It's discipline too.
Correct, but the thing is that for me, I'm saying, like I don't see.
How you feel about the word faith?
Faith?
Yeah.
I believe it ties into your will.
Yeah.
Your faith is tied into your will, and your will comes from God, which is the higher being.
Okay.
Like, I don't believe, because I have belief in God under the context of there's been certain beings in life that were tapped in enough to the universe that they gave a better understanding for humanity. And I think there's context of it in each religion.
Okay.
But there's also context in the spiritual world. When I mean by spiritual world, I mean more so from the indigenous people that were just killed off.
Yeah.
Because they were connected to the earth tremendously as well. And I think there's a lot that we don't know. I would hope to find a merging point with all of them, but
it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
That shit is way bigger than you or me.
Exactly,
you know
exactly,
I mean?
and I accept that.
Yeah,
because that's how it has to be. But life, man, right? What can we do, bro?
Live it, bro.
Just live it.
Live that shit to the fullest.
That's
man.
a fact, bro.
You gotta do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not here no more, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be here. You're just gonna be fucking. I don't know if there's an afterlife. I don't know if you have any thoughts when you're actually gone. You know what I mean? But
I got an interesting photo to show you, just because we're having this type of conversation. But so one time I was meditating, right? And I learned that if you go somewhere that's difficult to get to, awkward to be in, and if you meditate there, you could jumpstart an OBE. You know what an OBE is? An out-of-body experience.
Okay.
So I did that. One day I went to Central Park. I found this spot that was like closed off. It was snowing. People walking by. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like, 'cause it's awkward to get to, awkward to be in, difficult also to get to. So I had to climb these 2 fences. But in the snow it's type difficult, you know what I'm saying? And then going up this like fake mountain, and it leads to like this waterfall. And it worked. Yeah. What I saw in my mind was like purple skies, purple clouds, one mountain, and on top of that mountain I saw one flower, and it was also purple. Okay. And I'm just flying around it. Yeah. I'm like, bro, it felt like my nirvana. But what I'm about to show you is crazy, because this is what happened when I came back to my body, essentially. Okay. And I'm walking around, I see this tree, and this one tree is calling out to me, bro. Oh, there's mad trees there, bro. Why is this one tree calling out to me? You feel me?
Figuratively, or it's just holding your attention?
I guess it was holding my attention, but also telling me to like come. Okay. So I went to the tree, bro. All over this tree was 2 eyes closed, 1 eye open. That was the tree, and then
that shit is wicked.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You see the 2 eyes closed and the 1 eye open?
Yeah.
So I showed my sister this photo years later, and then she saw something in the photo that bugged me the fuck out. Yeah. Yeah. So if you look in the eye more, you see a face. 2 eyes, the nose, and the mouth screaming.
Oh, hell yeah. Sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
That's crazy as fuck, right?
That's nuts.
It's like, right? Yeah. Like, so what that tells me is, do you really want to know everything?
Nah.
You feel me? Because the 1 eye open, you know? Yeah. But the 2 eyes closed look peaceful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the 1 eye open
is screaming from knowledge.
Agony, bro. Agony, bro.
I can see it.
Yeah, it gave me perspective. It gave me a very different perspective, in the sense that I don't need to know everything. Yeah. I'm good. And also, what's that? There's a quote. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I really get it.
Listen, I know some shit you just don't want to know.
For what? For what? To torment you?
It's not my business.
Yeah, it's not my business, for real,
it's
though.
My business. I get it, bro.
That's funny, man. Yo, so do you have any questions for me?
Nah, we gonna work. we gonna work, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had, we doing a podcast now. We did a little music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, in general, like, I usually end off the podcast. I ask, like, the person, if you have a question, you can give to me whatever question it is. You can ask me.
Nah, bro, no questions.
Nah. All right, bro, no problem. Yo, and where can the people find you?
Shit, at work. Nah.
Nah.
RAYM 2 real on the gram. That's about it. Keep it light. You gonna see me later.
That's it.
It's RBR.
RBR.
Redbone Ray.
Redbone Red. You gonna remember
Friday
that?
coming soon.
That's a fact.
Alright.
So yeah. Boom.
That's it.
That was good. Boom. So yeah.
Yeah, I can't trust no switching, Brody. I be on my grown thing. Keep on moving, time be skipping, phone and going home. Same process, trust the progress. I be knowing where it's home, man. Free me, feel me, see me, I see. So yeah.